Okay, so let's just do the related cosine curve first. This is going to be y equals 2 cosine of 2x plus 3. And at the beginning, let's make sure we get this right. So we're going to begin at 0, because 2x equals 0 at 0. And 2x equals 2 pi when x is pi. And in between that, you get pi over 2. And in between 0 and pi over 2, you get pi over 4. And in between pi over 2 and pi, you get 3 pi over 4. I would recommend counting by pi over 4 now. So 0, pi over 4, 2 pi over 4, 3 pi over 4, and 4 pi over 4. And a cosine curve, easy to evaluate those points. Let's just do that one at a time. So what's 0 going to give you? And again, we're doing this over here. You're going to get 0, comma. Well, at 1, you're going to get 5. I'm sorry, at 0, you can get cosine of 0 is 1. 2 plus 3 is 5. Sorry about that. What's the next point going to be? Pi over 4. And that's going to give me the cosine of pi over 2, which is 0, so I'd get 3. What's the next one going to be? Let's see, we did this one, we did 2 pi over 4. What do you get there? Well, that's going to give you the cosine of pi, which is minus 1. So you get minus 2 plus 3, which is 1. Relatively simple. Let's keep moving. And we're in a 3 pi over 4 now. And keep it countable, by the way. What's that going to give you? Let's see, 3 pi over 2. Well, that would be 0. Cosine of that 0, so you can get 3. What's next up? Let's take a look. 4 pi over 4, and 2 times that would be 2 pi. That would be cosine of 2 pi is 1. So you get 2 plus 3 is 5. So 4 pi over 4 would give you 5. All right? So the thing about this is to realize you got asymptotic behavior on the cosine curve. So again, just, cosine curve is sort of looking like this over here. All right? And we're going to get asymptotic behavior, which is taking on those zeros in the problem. And what's that going to happen here? Here and over here. All right? So what I want to do is go to the graph, and I definitely want to put those down now. All right? So I'm going to see an asymptote here. And the asymptote is x equals pi over 4. And there's going to be an asymptote over here. And what's that asymptote going to be? It's going to be 3 pi over 4. Now, what's nice about this, I could count off asymptotes now. So, like, for example, this one over here, clearly symmetric, minus pi over 4, x equals. I could put this one down. And what's that going to be? Well, that would be x equals minus 3 pi over 4. And again, we could do this all day long, but I'm just looking at the picture. Now, certainly, I want to get some other characteristic points over here. And I'm looking at these things, all right? So I'm going to say, 0, 5's here. All right, just did that. And then we're going to do this one now. That looks like it's 1, right? And let me see, that's going to be 1. Oh, by the way, I'll put the point down for you. The point is going to be 0, 0. What's this point over here? Well, I'm looking at it. It's this guy. And what's that going to be? 2 pi over 4, comma 1. Let's do this guy, all right? And again, it's really not bad to count it off. And what am I doing? I'm basically counting it. You know what? I made a mistake in the not thinking about that. I'm going to erase this now. I wrote something down that's not true. The x is 0, but the y is 5. I know this is 5 as well, all right? So before I go on, I want to talk about the period of the problem. And the period of the problem, if you look at it, it's going from 0 up to pi, so the period's pi, all right? The period's pi. So what am I doing is I'm just moving up pi units. So this will be pi over here, all right? Now again, you might say, how would you move to this one over here? Well, I know the y-coordinate's 1. Now, what are you doing? You're moving down pi units from 2 pi over 4. So 2 pi over 4 is pi over 2, right? And you're moving down pi. That would be 2 pi over 2. So what's this going to be over here? Minus pi over 2. which is minus 2 pi over 4. We're expecting that, by the way. What are we expecting over here? Minus pi, comma 5. And I think we have a bunch of cycles down there, right? So one cycle here, one cycle, that's a complete cycle, right? And let me just complete this one out over here. Put this one over here. Complete this one out over here. And I can put another asymptote down, right over here. What's that going to be? Let's take a look at it. And what are we doing? We're just moving up by, let's take a look at that. So pi over 4, 3 pi over 4, 4 pi over 4, 5 pi over 4. Let's make sure we're counting right. Pi over 4, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5. And what's this one over here? It's going to be x equals minus 5 pi over 4. This one here. Sorry about that. We're done. Thank you.